Alright, so I finally got around to checking out Wes Anderson's new movie, The Phoenician Scheme, and I had to go check it out because I am a huge fan of spy thrillers, so I had to go watch this. And I must say, I was not disappointed. I thought it was very fun and intriguing. The story is kind of complicated, but it's pretty simple if you break it down to the base component, which is Benicio del Toro plays this huge CEO that dips his fingers in a lot of pies and is absurdly wealthy and definitely a target of espionage. And so, after many failed assassination attempts on his life, he decides that he needs to set up his inheritance and gives it all up to his daughter, who is becoming a nun. And then takes her under his wing for a trial period as he shows her the business and as he's going around trying to get more investment for his new big project that should hold them wealthy and super wealthy for the next 150 years, their family. And I have to say, I really did enjoy this story, especially all of the little surprises that it had in store. So I'm going to give it a hand grenade score, even though it's like very light, and I do think that the story is pretty good. Cinematically speaking, there's a lot that is good about this movie cinematically, but I don't think it's one that screams, I need to go see this on the biggest screen I can. It's very well shot. I do love how it's shot. I think it's very beautifully directed, and I'll get into more details about that later, but there's no real, drag you to the theater. It's got the good comedy, it's got the good soundtrack, it's got some cool visuals, but nothing that screams, oh, I gotta see this on the big screen. It's just really well made and well executed. But, a lot of movies can be that, and I will always go and say you should go see this in a movie theater and always enjoy the cinematic experience. But this is one that I am okay if you end up waiting a little bit for streaming as well, because it is just worth a fun little watch. So, cinematically speaking, I'm going to give it a Hot Pocket grenade, which is kind of ironic since this movie really does like to give out hand grenades. Directing, like I said, Wes Anderson made a really beautiful looking film. The set design is fantastic. He really composed all of his shots really well. It's really well shot. It's well put together. It's well directed. And so I have to give him a hand grenade score here. Really well put together, and honestly way better paced and everything than Asteroid City. Acting. There are so many actors to choose from in these movies, like all Wes Anderson picks. So I'm going to focus on the main two that I think were really good in this movie, which were Benicio del Toro as the lead and Michael Cera. They were both the best parts. I think Michael Cera is one of the funniest, has the funniest role in this whole movie. But I'll get into that a little bit more later as I talk about some more of the side characters that I think should deserve some highlight. But those two were definitely the standouts in their performances. I really enjoyed everything they did, and it was really funny. Some other very key notable moments is Jeffrey Wright's character and Tom Hanks's character. Those two were ridiculously funny in their very, 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 very limited roles, and I did really enjoy their appearance in this film as well. So I'm going to give it a slight hand grenade score, just because that the two main performances were really good and powerful, and then some of the side performances were also really good. So hand grenade score there. Expectations and experience, it was about what I expected. The experience was pretty good, but it's not a movie that I'm rushing to go see again. I want to show it to some friends so they can experience it as well, because I do think they'll enjoy it quite a bit, but it's not one that I'm running to go see. It's definitely worth a watch. I do strongly recommend it, and everyone should check it out, but definitely you can take your time trying to get to this one. But yeah, overall, I'm going to give it a certified Hot Pocket score, just because it's not one that I'm actively seeking to rewatch, and I do think it can get a little stale a little quick because it's not as interesting as it can be. So that's pretty much all I have to say. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment down below your thoughts and opinions on the Phoenician scheme. If you've seen it or now you're planning on seeing it, subscribe if you haven't already. And other than that, I will leave you guys to it.